much that her ribs actually hurt. Itchy, watery eyes, and sinus pressure were also part of her Welcome to Houston package. A lot of us rely on over-the-counter medication to take care of allergy issues, but our next guest has a more permanent solution. Welcome back, Dr. Michael Kaplan with the Houston Sinus Center and his patient, Patricia Chisholm. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's one thing when you can treat with medication seasonally on certain things, but when you're talking about the situation that she was dealing with, it's time to come in and get something done.
Absolutely, and there are many patients who fail medical treatment, yet are shy of going to the operating room, and there are more conservative treatments we can offer patients in the office that can resolve their issues without going to surgery.
Yeah, there's surgery and there's procedures, and we'll talk about the procedure in a second. But
sure.
Patricia, you're originally from Toronto with that nice clean air up there, and when you moved to Houston, what started happening?
I was always used to having like sinus issues. Some over-the-counter medication would take care of it, but then being here, it just like got worse and worse, and it's like nonstop sneezing. It was sneezing attacks that could take up to 2 days, like kind of hunching over, ribs hurt from sneezing so much. Not enough medication could stop it going on. I'd have to go to sleep at 8 o'clock to make it like calm down at least. Yeah. Couldn't take care of my daughter. I have clients. I'm a personal stylist, so I couldn't even stand in a closet for too long without having to excuse myself. And so I just got fed up. Yeah. And so I came to see the doctor, and I was like, just tell me what you need me to do. And he said, well, you're not exaggerating. You're not crazy. This is something serious going on. And today's Wednesday. I can do the procedure Friday. And I was like, I'm there, because I just needed relief. I needed something.
And the thing with this is kind of that snowball effect. When when you suffer with all these different things, and you're in the headaches and the stuffiness, even sleeping becomes hard.
Well, we were talking about that. You're sleeping better now? You're breathing better?
So much better. So much better. It's like quality of life, 100% different.
Because before, you probably would have sat here on the set and sneezed the entire time.
Yeah.
You would have been the audience member who had the excuse.
Yeah, you could feel it coming on. You know when it's going to be a bad day. When you wake up in the morning, it's like, today's going to be a bad one, so you don't even leave the house.
Yeah. Okay, what's happening in there, and why does our body react that way, especially in Houston, which, by the way, is a great place for an ENT and somebody who deals with allergies, right?
Well, the allergies are our body's response to things that kind of irritate the membranes and the tissues in the nose. And when that swelling gets so bad, it blocks the drainage outflow, so those sinuses can't drain into the nose. So Patricia was also having congestion and pressure headaches.
And then infections can happen because it's warm and moist there,
You're on antibiotics on and off throughout the year. You get better, get worse, get better, get worse. So we obtained a CAT scan. The CAT scan showed that there was blockage of the drainage outflow of the sinuses.
All right. So we talked about modern technology a little bit earlier, how what people used to have to do versus what you can do today in the office.
Right. So you used to have to go to the operating room, have that rotor-rooter job with packing and a week off of work. Now, what we can do in the office is a procedure that dilates the opening to the sinuses. So imagine you have an hourglass, and the top half is the sinus, and the bottom half is the nose, and it drains through a channel. I can dilate that channel under a local anesthesia with oral sedation, no IV. You're now put to sleep. It takes 45 minutes from in to out of the office, and in most instances, you're back to work the next day.
Yeah, and you were probably breathing almost immediately?
Oh, yeah. The next morning, it just felt like I had a new nose.
Yeah.
Like, wow, I'm breathing for the first time.
And how long does that last?
90% success rate over 10 years, which equals that to which is done in the operating room. Yep. Absolutely.
And of course, the beginning of this is all you got to come in to see what's going on.
There's an initial
number of things that could be happening.
You have to diagnose. It could be just straight allergies. It could be sinus issues due to allergies, which is what Patricia had. So it requires an initial consultation and a CAT scan to map out the anatomy and see what's going on.
Yeah, because you deal with all kinds of things, ENT, all kinds of allergies.
Sinus, hearing loss, dizziness. And sinus issues can manifest with a chronic cough, lightheadedness, headaches, congestion. And so it requires coming into the doctor to evaluate and diagnose that.
So you're a doctor, you're a detective, and you're a plumber.
And a teacher.
And a teacher, yeah.
I'm an instructor for this. I teach doctors around the country to do this. They come from the East and West Coast, North and South, and we're kind of propagating this throughout the country.
Yeah, which is great, because again, it's like that first do no harm, so you can get in, get out without that downtime, and that's amazing. All right, to make your appointment with Dr. Kaplan at Kaplan Sinus Relief, call 713-766-1818, 713-766-1818, and for more information, log on to kaplansinusrelief.com. And you didn't sneeze the entire time.